Hello everyone, today I will highlight the different add-ons I'll be using on the upcoming fresh classic servers, and these will also be useful for hardcore. The first one, called CBT Stadics Winter Treasures. For those of you not familiar with different locations where you can purchase yourself green items, well then this becomes handy. It will mark an icon at the NPC location, and next you can press left click to see what kind of items you can purchase at the location. So useful at the fresh launch when there's nothing on the auction house. Now that I'm already talking about things on your map, make sure to get Leatrix Maps. This allows you to change the scale of your map, and you can also see many different useful things. For example, the zones you haven't discovered, where you can release fight masters, and also how you get out of the zone marked with an arrow. Grab will save you a lot of time, as it automatically sells all the different trash items you won't need. So all the different grey items you won't be posting on the auction house. It does this automatically, but you can also press on the button Sell Junk. What I also like is that it will highlight the sell price. So if you don't have a lot of inventory space and you need to destroy something, well then you also know what kind of item you'll need to destroy to make sure you don't lose a lot of gold. To get more gold every single hour, you should also get Speedy Autoloot. Yeah, of course you can be using the normal Autoloot, but with Speedy Autoloot everything is being done a lot faster, as you don't have to see the loot window, so it ends up saving you a lot of time, especially if you're eventually going to AoE farm or kill many creatures at the same time. By default there's no quest helper in Classic, which is why I recommend you to get Questie. Instead of having to look up each individual quest, they will now be shown on your map, indicated with an icon that will tell you to slay or loot an item at a specific location. There will also be question marks and exclamation marks indicating where you either need to pick up a new quest or hand in a quest. You can see flight masters, mailboxes, innkeepers, yeah, many different things can be enabled with the add-on. What is 5 seconds rule? An add-on you need to be as efficient with your mana as possible. When you cast a spell, there's going to be a 5 seconds window where you won't start gaining any mana, and if you continue to cast a spell, this will be reset. The moment the bar turns grey, you will start regening mana every 2 seconds, but the moment you decide to cast a new spell, the 5 seconds window will be applied. Definitely mandatory for a caster who would like to be as efficient as possible, especially when you have to start raiding. Rested Experience is the ultimate and quickest leveling guide from 1 to 60. There's going to be a free version you can use from level 1 to 20, and of course a paid version you can use all the way up to max level. It will guide you through the best possible route, no matter what class and race you are playing. And no, it's not like you have to follow the custom guide from 1 to 60, you can always swap to the zone you would like to be questing in, and then swap the guide to that specific zone. Another cool feature is that it can guide you through all the different steps to unlock an attunement, how you get your tier 0.5, and also the different keys for the higher level dungeons. On your map there will now be numbers indicating in what order you will have to do the specific quest. There will be a new window called Active Targets, and when you press on this, it will target the thing you will need to interact with and also mark it. Even if it's going to be different things you will need to slay. The add-on will automatically pick up and hand in different quests, and then it simply just go to the next step automatically. So as you can see right here, I know I will need to interact with this NPC. If I then press on Active Target, it has already marked the other NPC I will have to interact with, even though it's behind the building. Like I mentioned, it's free from level 1 to 20 and it works for both factions, automatically detecting your class and race, so it's not going to be the same route for every single class and race in the game. Which is why it will also tell you the best possible time to be doing your different class quests and how you complete these. In the description below this video, I've posted a link that redirects you to where you download the add-on. And for those of you that would like to get the full version from 1 to 60, make sure to apply the discount code GuideMMO. This will help me as a content creator and of course give you a discount. WeaponSwingTimer will show you the next time you're going to do an auto attack with either a melee or ranged weapon. You can use this to build some distance and move back in the next time you're ready to do an auto swing. This will save you a bit of damage taken and also make you able to level up a bit more efficiently. This is so efficient as a low level hunter when you don't have any slow effects, as you can just kite around and continue to auto shoot the target until it's dead. In the configurations you can also enable the target swing bar, so you know when your target is able to do an auto attack. You can hide your offhand weapons and many other things, and change the scale of the UI. Recently I found myself a new add-on I had to try out, Abyss UI. All your action bars, spellbooks, maps and other things will be a lot darker, but this is not the only thing. When you're casting or using a melee attack or range attack, the damage numbers will also be completely different, looking more like a nice damage add-on if you're familiar with that one. By going to options and into the add-on configurations, you can also change the art and themes. Here there will be many different things you can change. You can also enable 3D portraits or target portraits indicating the class you're against. Useful when you're also playing PvP. But this is far from all the different things you can enable and disable. You can for example also automatically repair, sell items, yeah, the list goes on and on. So definitely something I would highly recommend you to check out. Logout skips is for those of you not playing hardcore. When you open up your map, you can enable either logout skips or show Deathskips. So if you die, well then the cross will also indicate where you will be taken, so the nearby spirit healer. All you need to do is to make sure you die within the white lines forming a shape, in this case the triangle. By default there's no dungeon guide telling you what kind of items you can get in a specific dungeon. Therefore get Atlas Loot. Now you can look up all the different dungeons and raids to see if there's something useful for either your leveling or when you get to max level to get the best possible gear. At the top left corner you can also see other things such as crafting. This will show you what materials and what level you will need to be to craft one item from a profession. You can also see faction rewards, so what reputations you will need to focus on to quickly get yourself an epic or rare item. To make yourself even more gold, get Auctionator. Instead of having the 3 traditional windows, the bids, search and auctions, you now also have shopping. Here you can type in the name of the item you're looking for, and this will scan through all the different pages. At the top, you will now see the cheapest item to purchase. When you need to sell items yourself, you go to the Selling tab. This will show all the different items to the left, so what's in your current inventory. When you left click, you can then post the item by pressing post. If there's already other of these items on the auction house, it will always try to post for just 1 copper less to ensure you're making the most amount of gold. But don't worry, you can always type in your own price and of course change the duration. If you accidentally post something on the auction house, or if you would just like to cancel everything, you go to canceling and now you just press on the specific item you would like to cancel immediately. There are so many different bag add-ons out there, but the one that I prefer the most is AdiBags. When I loot a new item, it will also be shining, just like these 2 grey items that I just looted. Blue, green and also epic items will also be displayed with color, and you can easily sort everything in armor, jewelry and so on. In fact, it will even do this automatically. If you go to the top right corner, then there will also be a V you can press on. Here you can then enable and disable items you would like to be shown in your bags. For example, if you don't want to see the quest items, then you can disable these. By typing /AdiBags, you open up the configuration where you can change many different things, even the scale of your backpack. To save yourself a bit of time, get towards training. At your spell book there will now be a question mark at the bottom right. Press on this to see what you can learn every second level. This will save you some time so you don't accidentally go to your class trainer to figure out you're not going to get anything useful. Pretty cool when you're leveling up in the open world and you would like to know if you can just continue leveling or if you have to go back to your main city. The next one is for those of you that either like to PvP or playing a class with CC opportunities. Get OmniCC, but also another one called BigDebuff. Combining these together will make it work so perfectly, as you can now see the CC, but also the remaining time, and it will also display this on your action bars, so the remaining time on your cooldowns. Would you like a more clean UI? Get Bartender 4. It allows you to customize your action bars and even remove many of these things you don't want to display. It's so easy to set up. Type /BT and press enter. Now you can lock and unlock your action bars. You can change the size, the scale, the padding, yeah, many different things. Just go to the action bar you would like to change. In this case, I'm at action bar 1. You can also disable each individual bar or add in more if you feel like you don't have enough for all your different spells or macros. You can also change things such as your reputation or experience bar, so the size, but also enable and disable these. I've disabled my Blizzard art bar. This will hide most of the UI, for example the griffins. You can also change the size of your micro, but also back bar. So many different things that can be customized in order to make your UI a bit cleaner. By the time you have fixed this, you could also install Darkmode. It will turn everything a lot darker. Yeah, basically everything, from your target portrait, your action bar, spell book, yeah, you name it. And remember, you can also right click on your target portraits to unlock these and drag them to the position you feel like is the most comfortable. And no, you don't need any add-on to adjust this, just go to the target portrait and right click. By the time you're about to hit into your first raid, you should also be getting details. It's a great way to track your own performance, but also how other people are performing. This could, for example, be how much damage or healing each individual raid member is doing, but also tracking if there's certain players standing in stuff they shouldn't be. So it's a great tool to track many different things to increase the performance of your raid. Some of you has also recommended me to try out thread plates, and I'm so glad I gave it a go, because I honestly like this a lot. At the nameplate, yeah, first off, it will be a lot bigger and you can adjust this, but at the nameplate it will now also display the remaining health. At the top it will also display the remaining time of your damage over time and also CC abilities. So I'm glad I gave it a go, because I will be using this in the future. Next is ActionCamPlus. Yeah, it moves your camera a bit, so instead of seeing your character always in the middle, it will be a bit more to the left. I guess making it a bit more cinematic, or well, at least a bit different compared to what you're probably used to. I hope you enjoyed this guide, and if you would like to see more classic fresh videos very soon, make sure to subscribe to the channel. This will also help me a lot as a content creator, so I can hopefully reach 40,000 subscribers very soon. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day. Peace!